Okay, we're back. Move over there. We're going to turn the radio battery, or turn the truck battery on. Going to move this up. We can see the top. Plug the Arduino in. Make sure that I plugged it into the same port. Yeah, COM port 12. Okay. Control U. And what we're expecting is that it's going to do the same thing as the radio remote did, but it's going to ramp things up and down. Oh, that's true. I didn't. I left it cycling. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what it looks like. So, we're going to turn the remote on. We're going to hit the forward button. Okay, we go backwards. You can hear the noise. Apparently I'm doing this way too fast. So I will change that. I'm going to take my loop counter. I'm going to do 1,000 instead of 100. So when I'm turning on, I'm going to turn on for loop counter microseconds, and then I'm going to turn off for 1,000 minus loop counter microseconds. And if loop counter goes above 999, then we're going to reset it back to 0. Control Shift M. So with my remote, I'm going to hit forward. That's forward and backward. So the steering takes a much larger proportion of the power required, and so I need to detect when the button is first pushed. start my loop counter at 0 and ramp it up until we hit maximum, and then leave it at maximum. So inside, if I detect a radio write, it's not going to work. I was going to say if command equals 0, then reset, and that will work, but it will only work for radio left, because everything is adding from that point on. I can't think very well right now. I'm going to add another variable. I have an int loop counter. I'm going to call it an int duty counter. So the duty counter is going to be 5 times what the loop counter is. So the duty counter is going to replace the loop counter in the code. Since it's 5 times as long, I'm going to have to make that 5,000 minus duty counter. And the other thing that's happening is that I am printing out way too much stuff. The speed of the program is being affected by how much stuff I'm printing. So I'm going to get rid of the printing. And compile and run it. Let's just make sure that you can still see that. Yep, you're pretty well in view. And it looks like it's done. I am still printing out a space at the top of the program, which is in fact doing a lot of printing still. Okay. So we have success with that. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to run it around on the floor a little bit and see, well, because it doesn't start from 0 every time you change something, it's not really controllable. I'm going to have to think about that. But I would say that this was successful. And I'm going to stop this. And I guess I should stop my sound.